Hey everyone, Sean and Moo.
Hey guys.
We're going to be showing you today how to keep that head steady. And you'll realize that what really keeps the head steady is not what you think. You'll never have to focus on your head, and magically your head's going to stay steady. You don't want to miss this show. Before we start, a huge shout out to all the people at True Linkswear. You guys are making an unbelievable product, and it only gets better every year.
Yeah.
Look at these shoes that you're sporting, Moo.
Yeah, these are the True Luxe Sport.
Amazing.
And, yeah, great.
Mine is a very similar model, but those ones just came out after these.
Yeah, they did. Yeah.
The lace pattern's a little different than mine.
Yeah, they are.
And then you got that nice little handle on the back of the shoe.
Yeah, so you slide right in. It's pretty comfortable shoe.
And they're extremely easy to get in and out of, and it's the flattest shoe in the industry. Why is that so important? Well, if it's high in the heel, low in the toe, it's great for walking, but it's terrible for golf swings because it's just like playing with the ball below your feet. The shoes keep putting you onto your toes because they're asking you to walk. But with these particular shoes, the foot stays really nice and flat. The classics, the OG classics, are 0.0 from back to front.
Okay.
Whereas these are 4 millimeters back to front. So your foot is almost flat, but not to the point where you feel like you got the ball below your feet. Right. So check these out, truelinkswear.com. Go to use the coupon code WisdomInGolf10. WisdomInGolf10.
Yeah.
And get yourself one of these awesome pairs of shoes. We've been sporting them for the last 5 years, and we're not going anywhere. This is the best shoe in the industry.
They keep getting better each year.
They keep getting better every year. It's just an amazing company, amazing people at that company, and amazing product. It's a win-win-win. So I'll go first with an iron. And if you guys have never seen a slow motion view of a golf club approaching and hitting a golf shot with an iron, this is really important. So notice imagine this is a stump of a tree, and I got the ball at the back of that stump. Notice how I'm setting up. I'm not setting up to hit the ball. I'm setting up to deliver the ball toward the target. If I was a lumberjack and I wanted to deliver my axe to the side of the stump, notice where I would position myself. I wouldn't position myself out in front and reach back, and I wouldn't position myself way back here to lunge forward. There's just this absolute sweet spot where you feel like you're going to be in order to deliver your axe into the side of that tree. So notice how I'm behind it, and I am in a great position to deliver my axe. Well, I'm not going to sway away from this tree. Now it feels like I'm going to nick this log on the way up. And I'm not going to go forward into the tree. So many of you are thinking, I got to shift my weight forward. Unbeknownst to you, you're throwing yourself way out in front of the bus. So you don't want to be out in front of the tree. Now you have to reach back. So for those of you who feel like you have this quick downswing, and you're using a lot of force in the downswing, you feel like your right arm is defective, well, that's why. You're trying to shift weight, or you're trying to go for the ball. If I was going for the ball here, this is what it would look like. So notice me in relation to that tree stump, my head is way out in front. So if I stay with my task of delivering the axe through the tree, it would look like this. I didn't veer away, and I didn't move ahead. Through the tree. Through the tree. Now I'm thinking about delivering my axe through the tree. Notice how my head's staying perfectly in position? Don't need to think about that. So imagine this being a dandelion in disguise now. And I want to cut the dandelion stem along the surface of the ground in the direction of my target. So here's my dandelion stem. Notice how my club is moving through the stem and toward the target. If I move my head forward, now I'm gouging the ground. So for those of you taking deep divots and your divots are always pointing to the left, well, you're going for a golf ball or you're trying to shift your weight. Weight shift just happens. If you don't believe me, take a look at throwing the club, Sean Clement. Have a look at all of them. If you're taking a club and you're throwing it out there to the target, you will have tour quality weight shift. You'll never move forward. You'll have the best hip clearance you'll ever see in your life with your swing. And big bonus, unbelievable lag. So I've got my dandelion stem that I'm going to cut that way. It's like my mini tree. The sole of my golf club is going to be cutting the grass in that direction. So I'm staying with my task and I'm staying with my task. So notice how my head didn't move forward. Notice how that divot started exactly in the right place. So I can put a ball right there at the back of this divot. See my dandelion stem? Cutting through, cutting through. And that is just spectacularly straight. Beautiful contact along the surface of the ground. Notice where my divot is. And my divots are shallow. They're just the right depth for my 8-iron, okay? So another drill that you're really going to appreciate, and it is amazing how it's going to fix your weight shift and it's going to fix your steady head. So if you look at, we have one of our tasks here at Wisdom in Golf is the grass whip. People don't understand that the sole of the golf club is designed to cut grass. Now you'll see me walking and cutting grass here with this grass whip near my academy right now. If I do the same thing with the 8-iron, this is what it's going to look like. So notice I'm just cutting grass along the surface of the ground. Can you see that? Now I'm just going to walk and cut rows. Notice my head's moving up and down, but notice how I'm cutting absolutely perfect rows of grass as I'm walking forward. Now, if I were to walk towards you, you'll notice my center of gravity stays inside my feet. If I walk away from you, same thing. Notice how my head stays in place. So if I do this grass cutting towards you, again, you'll see my head bobbing up and down, but my head never goes outside of my feet. I'm cutting grass from the center of my stance forward going that way and cutting grass from the center of my stance that way on the backswing. Observe that again. Cut, 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 cut. So all I'm doing is cutting grass and my head staying beautifully steady. Now the last thing that I want to talk to you about is notice how there's no resistance with my legs in either direction. So if you go to one of our videos entitled Feet Together Drill, so if I put both feet together, if I sway, I fall down. If I move forward, I fall down. So all I'm trying to do is, notice the weight of my arms and club going into the backswing. Well, my butt has to counterbalance that in the opposite direction so I don't fall over. So I'm staying beautifully centered. And then on the way through, staying beautifully centered. Centered, 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 centered. Don't let the legs resist. Don't let the legs resist. So if I resist in the legs, my arms are going to crash into me and I'm going to get moved off the ball. Same thing in that direction. So what I'm looking for is out of the way. So have a look at an oldie but goodie called arms and body timing, Sean Clement, or arm swing versus body turn, Sean Clement. So now, if I do my rows, and I got some dandelions to cut here, this is what it's going to look like. Cut, 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 cut. Notice how my head stayed beautifully centered the whole time. Just awesome. Never have to think about the head. So feet together drill is an absolute guarantee of staying centered. The walking drill, don't let the arms hit you going back. Don't let the arms hit you coming through. There's nothing more natural than walking. So if you can walk and cut grass, get yourself a grass whip on our website, wisdomingolf.com, then take a look at the grass whip, order one, and do 5 minutes of grass whipping every day as you walk, and perform that task till the cows come home. If you want to do more than that, go ahead. And myelinate your brain's, efficiency into those muscles. So the more you perform the proper move, the more the brain is going to encourage that, and add myelin around the conduits into your muscles, and then you'll have a golf swing before you know it. So next treat, don't go away now, because I got Moo coming in. He's going to show you how important it is to glide around that head for full range of motion when you're competing in long drive competitions. So if your head stays center, you're going to hit the grid. If your head's all over the place, you're going home. All right, stay tuned. So in this situation here, Moo, you're going to be going with the low drive first?
Yeah, so I'll demonstrate it, right? Like you want me to show going along with the tee?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
So when you're playing on the golf course,
Yeah.
you got to hit the ball low. You're going to see Cameron Champ do that. You're going to see a lot of the players on tour tee the ball low to keep the ball under control. So you'll see a video of ours called Driver for Accuracy, Sean Clement, that'll explain this to you.
Yeah.
But when Moo is following the ground with the sole of his club, you'll notice his head stays very steady over the course of the swing. So do a practice swing right beside it, Moo.
Okay.
And keep that that task in mind so that you don't have to go scurrying after tees.
Yeah.
Beautiful. So you'll notice, you see right there, you saw that beautiful streak along the ground as his club is following the ground, just like a fairway would.
Yeah.
So like a lot of the players that you'll see on tour, like Rory and Tommy Fleetwood, you'll notice Moo's head turns in the backswing, but then steadies on the downswing as he's staying with his task.
Yeah.
So you're gathering range of motion and allowing the head to turn.
Yeah.
But then because you're staying with your task, your head steadies itself.
Right.
And then everything just revolves around that beautiful hub.
Yeah.
And is forced in the direction of the target. All right, let's see you hit a couple.
Okay. Going fade here
Okay,
to the clubhouse.
perfect. Oh, it's so beautiful, Moo. You got a draw instead of a fade, but it's all over the left door of the Academy building.
Yeah.
What was your carry there?
It was 304. I caught that high in the face.
Okay,
It was a good start.
it's a good start.
Yeah.
So 304 carry on a bullet, that's basically going to be topping out at around 325.
Right. Yeah. On solid surface.
And,
Yeah.
and what was the spin rate on that?
So spin rate was 1600.
1600.
Yeah, and it said 8 RPMs to the right for the
Right.
Yeah.
So
for the
you had a
taper.
straight draw on that one,
Yeah.
and it looked amazing in the air. So at 1600 RPM, that sucker will roll like a son of a gun. Great ball, Moo.
Thanks. That's fading nicely.
Fading from the right,
Right
door to the left door.
Yeah.
Amazing. All right, now. Make it rain, baby. Oh my gosh.
That was close.
Beautiful draw. Just a little left of the cloud, drawn back to the Academy building.
Yeah.
What was carry on that?
341.
341 carry.
Yeah.
Wow.
190 ball speed. Angle of attack was only 2 degrees up.
Okay, that's fine.
That's fine. But the way this guy's
That's-
lofted,
Yeah, the height was perfect on that.
2300 RPMs backspin.
There you go, man.
And
So
it's-
at 340 carry with that backspin, you're looking at 370.
Yeah, and it's 283 RPMs to the right, so it's drawing on a tightrope.
That is super.
Yeah.
Well done, man.
Thank you.
All right. See you later, guys.
Take care.